Arun Krishnamurthi, the MD at Axiscades Technologies, joining us on the show. Arun, hi, thank you so much for making time and speaking with us. Well, I see you have guided for your revenue to become double and the profitability to turn 3x over the next 2 to 3 years. What drives this confidence?
Yeah, firstly, thank you, Amisha and Ajay, for having me on the show. One of the big growth drivers for us is defense. We are a diversified engineering services company across multiple verticals: automotive, energy, aerospace, heavy engineering, semiconductor, and defense. But the big growth driver we are seeing is defense because the market is very robust. There's a lot of make in India. There's a inflection point towards electronics in the whole defense and warfare ecosystem. So that is going to be a big driver for us. Secondly, we have also made an acquisition in the automotive space. This is a German company called ADD Solutions, and they work with a very big German OEM, the biggest OEM in the world, actually. And we feel that the capabilities that we'll acquire through them, they have a lot of software testing and battery wiring harness capabilities. That will be something that we can, of course, take to their existing customer, but also to other customers across the world. So these are the two big drivers. And the third thing is that semiconductor, as you know, is everywhere. There's silicon everywhere. And given our very good capabilities in semiconductor, we feel that we can grow this vertical as well as take it to some of the other verticals that we are on. And just lastly, I would say that aerospace for us has been a very strong business. We've been in this vertical for the last 15 years. We enjoyed tremendous relationships with the likes of Airbus. And because Airbus is doing so well and we are an integral part of their ecosystem, we see that to be a growth driver as well. So that for us is really going to drive the growth on the top line. And of course, there's a lot of focus we have on profitability, on making sure we bring in digital automation. And that's why we're confident that we can improve the profitability as well.
Arun, yours is a very well-tracked company, and a lot of investor analyst community admire your stock. But what has happened in the last 1 month? If you look at the last 1 month alone, there has been a sudden spike. Look at that, almost 40% rise coming in your stock in the last 1 month alone. I want to understand, it appears that the street is seeing something new and incremental in your business model with the potential to become very large, which perhaps they did not see till some time back. This, some are calling it the NVIDIA play. Here in India, very few direct plays are there in semiconductor, and yours is something which comes close. How much can semiconductor as a business opportunity become part of your revenue stream in the next 3 to 4 years, especially with this new acquisition of Mistral Solutions, apart from your legacy business?
Yeah, so I would say that, I think the market has seen that we have had very strong performance over the last 1 year. We've grown 34% FY23 from FY22, and we had very good growth on EBITDA as well. So I think clearly the market has been watching us. I think the performance that we have shown has been something that's good. But I would say, like you said, semiconductor is a very good industry to be in. That is growing, and NVIDIA, companies like that, especially with the growth of AI, with things like ChatGPT coming in, there will be more and more need for semiconductor chips. Plus, if you look at industries like automotive, heavy engineering, aerospace, the client spend and the market share is actually on the electronics and the semiconductor part. So I think we're very well placed as far as that is concerned. But the second part I firmly believe is that, our defense play is now maturing. And if you look at defense, really the cycle is that, you win an order, you do a design prototype, you get a certification, and then you move into production. So we have had a lot of design wins, as we call it, over the past few years. We are now getting into the wave where we are starting our production orders to ramp up. And that is something that I think is seen very positively by our stakeholders, because that, for us, production orders ramping up means that revenue comes in without adding headcount, which means that profitability is very high. So we are entering that wave, which will last now for the next 4 to 5 years. So that is something which is extremely positive and really good for stakeholders.
Okay, so riding into the next wave of profitability, a lot of visibility for the next 4 to 5 years. Arun would have loved to chat more, but a little short on time today. Thank you so much for joining us. But on that note, sipping